How's it going, everybody? My name is Austin and welcome to the Powerstroke YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, hit that like button, and stick around. We have a beautiful day here in Oregon. It's raining as normal, but today we're going to be talking about the new KC300X turbo that's been in the truck. I've had it in there for 2 weeks. Last week I had a wedding, so I didn't do anything except celebrate the amazing wedding with my best friend Jordan and Cassie. Congratulations, you both. The wedding was beautiful. Now that we're back on a normal schedule, and I've had the turbo in the truck for about 2 weeks, so I've really gotten to experience it through, just about everything from daily driving to out on the road, hauling dump trailer. I've had just about every experience you can with this turbo. And enough blabbing around. It's a little bright out here. I might put on some sunglasses. Much better, much better. So I figure while the truck's warming up, I'd give you guys, if you end up liking this video, you can skip back to here. It'll be down in the description below, and I imagine at the end of this video, I'll mention it again. But if you're already decided on the KC300X turbo and you're just here to hear more about it, if you guys want to get one for 5% off, use my discount code POWERSTOKED for 5% off any KC Turbos product. So definitely head over to kcturbos.com and use promo code POWERSTOKED, and you guys could get 5% off this awesome turbo. I honestly can't say enough good things about the KC300X turbo. This thing is absolutely amazing and has blown me away in every aspect that I've actually put it through. I put it through towing, racing, and just about everything it can be put through, daily driving, all of that, and in every aspect it has actually really impressed me. So let me explain what the KC300X turbo is. KC300X turbo is a journal bearing turbo. It is not a ball bearing, but it doesn't, that has nothing against it. I know a lot of the guys out there, they will swear by the ball bearing turbos, whereas this, honestly, it spools way quick. Even at idle, I have a little bit of a whistle now. Whereas the stock 7.3 turbo, the GTP38, I think it's a GTP, or it's just GT38, whatever the stock Powerstroke turbo is, I never got that. And mine was very severely underpowered for the truck. Now, if you're running a stock 7.3, the stock turbo is going to be great for you. But if you want to go anywhere with, new filter, a chip, or anything like that, you're going to find out very quickly that the stock turbo is very underpowered. And that's where the KC300X turbo comes in, and it's an amazing addition to this whole truck. The KC300X turbo actually is an amazing turbo. It can run on your stock injectors all the way up to a 205/30 hybrid injector, which is what I'm going to be doing on my truck. To get it to that 500 wheel horsepower goal, I'm going to have to do a little bit of tuning and stuff like that to get to that number, but this turbo will absolutely handle it, no issues at all. My setup is a KC300X 6373 with the 1.0 AR housing. You guys saw the install video, you saw how well they took care of it and how well it was packaged, and you got to see the side-by-side of those two turbos. Now I'll just put a little bit of an old clip here just so you guys can see me filming back and forth on those two on the install day. You can tell that the old turbo had a very small inlet, whereas this one has a 4-inch inlet, and that makes a huge difference. And another amazing thing about these turbos is they're a drop-in turbo. You're not having to do a T4 pedestal or anything like that if you guys want to get a good performance turbo. KC Turbos spent a lot of time in engineering on making these turbos for these 7.3s, and I think they just came out this year, actually. So if you guys haven't heard anything about them, absolutely check them out, because if you're going to be spending money on a turbo, like me personally, I didn't want to go through the whole hassle of putting a T4 mount in here. So they did an amazing job, and this turbo is exactly what I need for the power that I want to achieve. So for my truck, I went with the 1.0 AR housing. Mine will not spool as fast as the 0.84 AR housing, but mine will hold boost a lot longer, and I will have a little bit lower EGTs, which is awesome, because if I'm going to be racing this truck and putting it through a lot of harsh environments and pushing it, I want to have lower EGTs, and especially with racing, I want to have boost throughout the gears and up into the top end. But if you guys decide to run the 0.84 AR housing, you can expect it to spool very quickly. Now mine, I honestly haven't noticed a major difference between the stock turbo and the 1.0 AR housing with the KC300X in a spool up rate. Mine seems to spool just about the same, and honestly, I'm very impressed. I even get whistle at idle now. So the 6.0 guys out there, you better look out. My 7.3 is coming for you. So for a drop-in turbo on these trucks, it is severely underrated, and I want to really convince you guys. I want this video to get everywhere, to every 7.3 guy out there. This is the only turbo that you need to run in your truck if you want to achieve any sort of power, if you want to tow better, you want to have lower EGTs, everything. This turbo is the way to go. So as far as, installing this turbo goes, at a 0 out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6, just because getting to these turbos is a huge pain on these trucks, and it's nothing to do with KC turbos, but it's a drop-in. I mean, it's a drop-in turbo. If you guys have already pulled your turbo out on your truck to replace your pedestal O-rings, or anything like that, this is super easy. I mean, it's you pull all the intake stuff off, you pull the turbo out, and you put the new one in. Now, KC Turbo sends you all the gaskets you need, including the pedestal O-rings, new O-ring for the intake plenum there, and I mean, they give you everything you need to succeed. So another major thing that I've actually read a lot about, and I've actually kind of experienced myself, is that this turbo, although it spools great and it sounds amazing, it actually isn't too loud in the cab. Now, I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, well, I like the turbo whistle in the cab, but a lot of those GTP38R ball bearing turbos, I mean, they are ear piercing even inside the cab. It gets so annoying going down the highway trying to talk to anybody that it really kind of takes the fun out of it. KC300X turbo, if you have the windows down and you want to hear the spool, or you just have the radio off or whatever, you're going to get that. You're going to hear that loud spool, and you're going to really be able to enjoy it. But if you want to have, you know, just a nice quiet drive on the highway, you're towing, you want to talk to the person next to you, you can have that conversation without it being so overpowering and annoying. And I have a 4-inch straight pipe exhaust. I've got an SMB intake, so if it's going to be loud, I would be one of the guys that had the super obnoxious cab noise. But really, it is almost, I mean, it really doesn't bother me. I haven't gotten annoyed with it. Because a lot of trucks around here, they're running the, because there's a lot of trucks around here that are running the GTP38R or like a Wicked Wheel, and the whistle is absolutely ear piercing, so I can only imagine what the inside sounds like. All right, you guys, so we're gonna get in the old 7.3, we're gonna head down to Mexico, and we're gonna really put this turbo to the test so you guys can hear the whistle from the outside, the whistle from the inside, watch it build 30 PSI, and I'm gonna try to do a 0 to 60 with the new turbo to see if it actually helped my 0 to 60 time, or if it just feels like it helped it. All right, so now that we're gonna let the truck cool down, I just wanna wrap up this week's video. So after we went and ripped around, I was honestly very impressed. It was kind of fun to get a lot of that on camera with a good microphone. I'm excited to listen to it and see how it actually sounds. But I just wanna say thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget, down in the description below, I'll say it again, if you go to kcturbos.com and use promo code Powerstroke, you'll get 5% off any KC Turbos product. Definitely go check them out. This turbo is well worth it, and I hope I was able to convince you guys that this is the only turbo that you should be running in your 7.3. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.